So let's talk about this one little thing, which has been asked. What is the most important #1 rule to remember about sword dancing that is going to change everything about sword dancing? Because some people are kind of like see, watch, learn moves, but they still can't do it. It's just falling apart. I would say personally, the most important rule to know about sword dancing is basically getting used to the idea of not moving your head. Truly. Which leads to the next second most important rule, which is isolation, which is already a rule in belly dancing. You know, we isolate so much in belly dancing, so we should be totally fine. But it's much more important in sword dancing. You cannot move one part of the body with the other one. Like certain parts of the body will eventually affect your balance on your head. Therefore, you should learn to not move those parts of the body. So, first thing is, once you put the sword on your head, I think every belly dancer can actually do this. Like, can get to this and be like, okay, I'm standing in the same spot. Okay, the sword is not moving right or left. I'm good, perfect, fine. What do I do next? I think everybody gets to this point. This is like ultimate point. Great, if you get to this point, this is awesome. This is a good start, yay. So now, let's learn this. The first important rule. You can't do this. Quick look into the side. I did it very slowly, just because I'm conscious. But like, don't do this. You know, that quick movement to the head, never do that. You know what's going to happen, by the way, if you do that? You might cut your hair. You know, this top part of your head, I've done it before. That's why I'm telling you this. And it makes sense for many reasons, but I'll explain those reasons in another video. But for right now, if you move your head really quickly and turn, you know, there is so much weight on your hair, which is very thin. If you turn, there's this quick twisting motion, and it's going to cut your hair. So don't ever do that. Even if you think it's cool, don't do it. Even if you can do it, I can do it. I can actually turn my head very quickly to the left, very quickly to the right. Like if I'm doing like a quick shimmy, I'll be like, brrr, boom, brrr, boom, brrr, boom, right? At that boom, strong beat, you kind of want to do this head motion to the side. I'm not going to do it simply because I don't want to have all my hair in the top right here where my sword is break like this, and then I'll have this like sticky things, okay? I can do it because I have very good control of this weight. I can totally do it. I don't want to do it. I'd rather mark that move with something else like kick, right? Or shoulders, I don't care, whatever. I'll do it with something else, but I will never do it with this turn. But one of the most important things for those who are beginners is to never move your head isolated from your entire body. Make sure you totally move your head with your body like this. Okay? Always move your head with your body. The entire thing moves together. You're going to think about your body from your head down to your toes as being one piece. You have no joints. You know, you can't bend things, although you can. You just think about it like you can't, right? So think about that. It's very important. That's, I think, the absolute #1 rule. And I would say that second number 2 rules, the second most important rule, is isolation. And which kind of goes together in a way. So you put the veil, or excuse me, I keep saying veil when I talk about sword, I don't know why. So we're going to put the sword on our head like this. Okay, I'm balanced, I'm fine. You cannot move 2 parts of the body at the same time, especially lower body and upper body at the same time. This just cannot happen. You cannot move, it's just too much movement. It would rock and shake the body completely, and it would make everything that's like stabilized on top of it fall apart. So what we want to do is isolate, okay? We can only move one part of the body at the same time. So let's say I'm moving my lower body, doing some figure eights, whatever it is that I'm doing, you know? I cannot add upper body movement. If I'm doing upper body movement, I have to be very careful with those, because those are the movements that engage the neck, therefore they engage the head, okay? And that means, you know, I can rock the sword much easier than I could, you know, moving the lower body. So the best movements to do, obviously, that are isolation movements with the sword are lower body movements, but sometimes, you know, you kind of want to spice it up a little bit and do some upper body movements. So be very careful, though, that you can easily rock the sword moving the upper body than you can moving the lower body, okay? So those are my 2 cents for you. 2 most important things to keep in mind when you're learning sword dancing as a new dancer. One is definitely don't move your head in isolation of your body, and the second is definitely isolate the movements that you are doing. So everything is going to move one at a time.
and very slowly. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful to you. I'll see you guys in the next videos. Make sure you check out our website, which is freebellydance.classes.com.